made me very happy. Okay, like flip over around 79-ish, and I'll give you the double thumb. And you hit it. Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for playing. It's very important that you're here. You know that, right? It would be graduation without pomp and circumstance. It wouldn't happen.
It's true.
Yeah, really.
Theme song.
Exactly. 18 seconds. March from Carmen, everybody. Ian, what did I tell you? Carmen. Is that Carmen? Carmen. You all have questions? Okay, just checking. Don't go too fast. We're not trying to impress nobody. Okay, get out the commencement suite, everybody. Not quite, but we're going to be ready when it's time. We're not going to have much warning. So remember, fanfare, right into pomp and circumstance. Everybody, then just strings, then you guys, then everybody, ad infinitum. Please. Stay sharp, guys. Stay sharp. Donut. Anywhere?
Yeah. I'm going to have them come to me, basically.
Make sure your chair doesn't go under that point, you'll be shaking.
Watch your back.
Go on this and start moving the whole camera shakes.
I get sick.
And you'll get upset.
Where's my Chick-fil-A?
You'll have to be part of the crew and work every event. You have, how many events do you work?
3. Hey, tell Dexter and Sav that, okay?
You get a meeting before.
I had an option of 4 column before Dexter. No.
Okay. Fanfare. Okay, see you on the other side, guys.
Good evening and welcome, members of the Board of Education, administration, parents, teachers, families, friends, and of course, welcome to the class of 2024. My name is John Durante, and I am the very proud principal of Syosset High School, and I would like to welcome you to our 66th annual commencement ceremony. Another round of applause, everyone. And at this time, will everyone please stand or remain standing and join me in welcoming the senior members of our adolescents who will now sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flag, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
How about one more round of applause for our adolescents, the senior members of the adolescents. And thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Rogers, members of the Board of Education, administration, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and especially the Syosset High School class of 2024. Welcome, everyone. We are here to celebrate as a class, a school, and the community your graduation from Syosset High School. This is a night to celebrate all of your accomplishments and at the same time to acknowledge those who have played an integral role in getting you to your seat at this ceremony. Students surrounding you are members of our faculty and staff, administration, parents, family, and friends. So at this time, with the class of 2024, please stand. Come on, everybody stand. Turn and face all of those who have supported you through your journey to tonight's graduation and give them a round of applause. To your parents, friends, family. Thank you to all the parents, friends, family, teachers. You may be seated now, students. Thank you so much. Thank you. The theme of this year's yearbook is a story to be told. Over the years, I have witnessed the unfolding of countless stories within the walls of our school, stories of triumph, resilience, friendship, and growth. Each one of you has contributed to the vibrant tapestry that makes Syosset High School a unique and special community. As I reflect on the chapters that have already been written during your time here, I am filled with immense pride and gratitude. Your achievements, both academically and personally, have been nothing remarkable. I have seen you overcome challenges, celebrate your success at school, but also the hearts and minds of those who have had the privilege of guiding you. Sometimes, the stories have not been happy ones, but tales of sorrow which have impacted our lives. At this time, it is important for us to remember that our school community experienced the loss of one of our members. Ben Daggett would have been a graduating senior this evening, and the Daggett family is here to participate in our ceremony. And at this time, will the Daggett family please stand to be recognized? The Daggett family. Ben will always be part of the Syosset family, and in his memory, I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence for Ben and for all of those who couldn't be here with us tonight. Thank you. On behalf of all of our students, staff, and the entire school community, we would like to offer our condolences to the family and friends of Ben Daggett. Again, thank you everyone so much. Graduation marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, a chapter filled with unexplored possibilities, dreams waiting to be chased, and adventures that will sculpt the unique narratives of your futures. Inherent in the many lessons you've learned at Syosset High School is the belief that we must always remember that our actions impact others, and that the best of ourselves reveals itself when we do for others. With that in mind, I would like to ask Megan Hu to stand. Megan, please stand. As she has made a commitment to serve our country, Megan Hu is going to the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. A big round of applause for Megan. It is this very type of selfless service that is necessary for the maintenance of our nation, our democracy, and our very rights as people. Thank you, Megan, and thank you to all who are present here tonight who have served our country. Thank you all for your service. Thank you. Students, as you step into the world beyond Syosset High School, I have every confidence that your stories will be characterized by courage, kindness, and a commitment to making a positive impact. Your experiences here have laid a strong foundation, and I am confident that the pages you write will be filled with resilience, passion, and the pursuit of excellence. In closing, let me express my deepest gratitude for the privilege of being a part of all your stories, even if just for a brief moment. And as you embark on this new chapter, remember that the pen is yours, the story is yours, and the world is waiting to be captivated by the tales you have yet to tell. I have seen the great work that you've done, both inside and outside of the classroom, and I want you to know that I believe in you, I have confidence in you all, and I look forward to hearing about all your future success stories. And so on behalf of the faculty and staff, I thank you all for all you have done for our school and wish you all much health, luck, and happiness in your futures. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2024. And at this time, will you please help me welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Thomas Rogers.
Good evening, parents, guardians, family, loved ones. We are here to celebrate the culmination of our seniors' 13 years of hard work and the commencement of their next chapter. This time of year, we celebrate not only our graduates, but also the staff members who are retiring. Their dedicated service has built this system that has served you so well, and whether they are here tonight or not, I'd like to thank them publicly. They leave a void to be filled, and we work hard to find new faculty members who will build on their foundation to help write Syosset's next chapter. These last several weeks, my calendar has been filled with interviews, sifting for diamonds. Inevitably, I ask candidates to share a story of one of their most memorable or impactful moments with a young person. I've learned over the years that teaching is hard, draining, and occasionally frustrating work, and it's unsustainable unless motivated by some intrinsic emotional connection to young people. I offer candidates the opportunity to ask me questions too. If I were asked that same question, I would share this story. Early in my career, I worked in an education policy role in the Capitol and traveled across the state visiting schools spanning a wide range of educational settings. One school in Suffolk County served students facing the most difficult challenges. During the tour, I was introduced to a young man who needed a motorized wheelchair and had very limited use of his extremities. He was also deaf, and since he lacked the dexterity to sign, he used an electronic board to communicate. As I went to say hello, his teacher stepped in to interpret for me. I explained that wouldn't be necessary. I have a deaf sibling, and I'm reasonably proficient in sign language. So as I signed to the young man and he painstakingly responded with his communication tool, I noticed a change in him. He became surprisingly animated. As we walked to the next classroom, I asked the teacher about his excitement to be sure he was okay. She explained that I may have been the first individual he had ever independently communicated with outside the support of his team. My heart broke. That moment profoundly shaped my sense of the importance of every form of inclusivity. It's why I have been overwhelmed, graduates, by your enthusiastic embrace of our unified sports teams and athletes, and how our community has supported programs and opportunities to educate as many of our students as possible. This fall, I'm proud that we will serve even more students from our community within our own buildings, alongside their neighbors and soon-to-be friends. Now, my favorite question this year from a candidate was one who asked, "What's the best advice I've ever received from a mentor?" I shared that advice with the candidate, and I'll share it with you as well. Also early in my career, I was very fortunate to work for a recently retired superintendent who had established a statewide reputation for thoughtfulness and wisdom. He would often repeat this nugget of wisdom: it's not enough to do the right thing. You have to do it in the right way. The longer I serve in leadership roles, the more profound this simple advice becomes. Occasionally, my perspective on the right thing to do will evolve or change. That's only natural. I'm human, and I'm humble enough to know that I may not always see things clearly at first. But graduates, I can't offer you any simple formula to always identify the right way. When I've stumbled, I've found my mistakes were often preceded by some nagging feeling of misgiving I should have heeded, or when I let a goal's importance distract me from the process of achieving it. So as you move on from Syosset, I hope that you will accumulate stories that will illustrate just who you are and what you value, and that you'll collect nuggets of precious wisdom along the way. I hope these stories help shape who you are and who you're becoming, and I hope the wisdom gives you insight when you're faced with challenging decisions or dilemmas. And who knows, they might even provide you with something to share with a quirky interviewer someday. Until then, I wish you the very best of good fortune, and I now officially pronounce you the graduates of the Syosset High School Class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Rogers. And to speak on behalf of the Board of Education, please help me welcome Ms. Carol Cheng, President of the Board of Education.
Good evening, members of the board, administration, faculty, parents, families, friends, and graduates. It is a profound honor to stand before you today. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to our seniors for their remarkable perseverance through the myriad challenges of high school. Equally, I commend the families for their unwavering support throughout this journey. On a momentous occasion such as this, my thoughts often drift to an unexpected yet profoundly resonant topic, gardening. Gardening, one of my cherished pastimes, brings me immense joy, serves as excellent physical exercise, and offers numerous therapeutic benefits. However, the true allure lies in witnessing growth. The growth I observe, both in my garden and within the Syosset School District, has been nothing short of extraordinary. The most tangible form of growth is physical. Many may look back on childhood with fondness and wish they could return to those days. When you find yourself with these thoughts, just remember this C.S. Lewis quote: "Someday you'll be old enough to start reading fairy tales again." Growth also manifests mentally. Our minds are similar to gardens, where seeds of knowledge are sown. With time and care, the seeds bear fruit, enabling us to converse fluently in a new language or grasp the complexities of various disciplines. Syosset students epitomize lifelong learners. As Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, once said, "Never stop asking questions and seeking answers. Curiosity fuels progress." Yet, growth transcends the physical and cognitive realms. Social growth is equally vital. It empowers us to engage fully as members of our communities and society at large. Social growth cultivates wisdom. As Miles Kinston insightfully remarked, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Your parents, teachers, and our school district have endeavored to equip you for life beyond these walls. The future may unfold in ways we cannot foresee, but we are confident that you are prepared for whatever lies ahead. Never cease to grow. And should you ever require gardening tips, I will be delighted to share. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Ms. Cheng. And to speak on behalf of the Board of Education, please help me welcome Ms. Susan Falkov.
Good evening, families, teachers, and administrators, and most importantly, good evening to the class of 2024. Speaking at a graduation is always an honor, but it's extra special when you have had the privilege of watching the graduating class grow from tiny kindergartners to the beautiful young people sitting before you. This year's graduating class did not have the most traditional transition into high school. You all remember middle school car parade graduations and the start of high school with plexiglass, social distancing, and cohorts. But despite all of the difficulties thrown your way, you have grown to become one of the most cohesive, kind, inclusive, accomplished, and generous grades I have ever seen. You have raised countless dollars for charity, donated supplies, clothing, and most importantly, your time. You have excelled in sports, theater, music, academics, and all kinds of clubs. Your futures are filled with amazing next steps, whether continuing your education, entering the military, learning a trade, or embarking on a career. Trust me, your parents could not be prouder of all of you for being true to who you are and for helping to make the world a better place in your own special way. For many of you, your connection to Syosset started in the classroom, but it expanded to the larger school community where you discovered your passions and grew your interests. You sang and you acted, you learned good sportsmanship and teamwork, you made choices that impacted the world around you through advocacy and service, and you learned that our differences are beautiful and uniting. You started your journey to your future in the clubs, activities, and teams that became your second home and your second families. You learned that dedication, commitment, hard work, and determination are the key to success. Thank you to the teachers, coaches, and advisors who played large roles in helping shape who you are today through these commitments. And a special thank you to the families that made sure you got where you needed to be with the right equipment and supplies, ready to take on the world, because nothing happens without you. To you, the graduates, pack up all that you learned at Syosset High School and take it with you to your next adventure. A famous writer once said, "How you spend your days is how you spend your life." Spend your days bringing your enthusiasm, your independence, and most importantly, your kindness. Get involved in your next school or your next community and make good choices. Build strong friendships, be inclusive and curious, and always ask for help when you need it. Don't be afraid to try new things and take responsible risks. The sky is the limit and your opportunities are endless. It has been a joy for all of us to watch you grow up over the last 13 years. Always know your parents and families could not be prouder of your accomplishments. We can't wait to see all that you will accomplish in the future. And remember, Syosset will always be your home, and we, your biggest cheerleaders. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Falkoff. And to speak on behalf of the Board of Education, please help me welcome Ms. Lisa Cosia.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be standing in front of all of you here tonight, especially in front of you, the graduating class of 2024. First, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of the parents, guardians, grandparents, family, and friends who are here with us or watching via live stream. It is because of your hard work, guidance, and unwavering love and support that these fabulous young adults have a solid foundation that will allow them to fly in their next chapter of life. To the teachers, staff, administrators, and coaches who work tirelessly to make sure that our children succeed to the best of their ability each passing day and year after year, from the bottom of our hearts, the graduates. Although it may seem to you that it has taken forever to reach this point in your life, to us, it feels like yesterday that we were putting you on the bus or bringing you to school for the first time. They tried to warn us, but we are never truly prepared for just how fast the time goes. When preparing what I wanted to say to you this evening, every draft seemed to have a common theme that I would like to call momisms. I couldn't sway from it no matter how hard I tried. So I decided to roll with it. And for the next minute or so, I'd like to share with you some momisms that I truly believe have helped me become successful in my own life. And if you leave here tonight taking just one of these with you, I will be very happy. Number one, 2 simple words: add value. No matter where you find yourself in your day-to-day life, in a class at school, a job, a club, or group that you join, if you stop and think, how am I adding value here? I promise you will find yourself down a path of many personal successes. Number 2, you always have a choice, no matter what the situation. We always want to make good decisions, but we don't always make the right decisions. And we fail sometimes, but failures are a part of life. Failures, both big and small, usually wind up opening new doors for us, even if we don't see it in that moment. Take advantage of as many as you can. Number 3, life doesn't always follow the plans that you make. Be prepared for highs and lows. Celebrate the highs and ask for help during the lows. Number 4, surround yourself with people that you trust and treasure, and by people who treasure you. Your tribe should be filled with people who remind you of how amazing you are, and avoid the ones that don't. Number 5, be brave enough to say, I'm sorry, or I love you, or I forgive you. Number 6, show gratitude to all of the people who have gotten you to where you are today. Don't look down on anyone unless you are helping them up. And number 7, be kind, be kind, be kind. All of you have the voice and power to make a difference in this world. We are so incredibly proud of you and can't wait to see where your journeys in life will lead you. Congratulations, class of 2024. You are ready to fly.
Thank you, Ms. Casilla. And we have one more speaker from the Board of Education. Please help me welcome Ms. Anna Levitan.
Good evening, everyone. This is the last time I stand here before you as both a trustee and a parent of a graduate. Those of you in the audience with your youngest child graduating know exactly how I feel. To the graduates, I say, you did it, guys. As all the speakers before me pointed out, you navigated high school through unprecedented circumstances, and together with your teachers, coaches, and mentors, you rose to the occasion. So what now? My advice, listen to your heart, no matter what you choose to do next. Robert Ballard, a retired Navy officer best known for the discoveries of the wrecks of the Titanic, once said, "Follow your own passion, not your parents, not your teachers, yours." So what exactly does follow your passion mean? I'll make it easy for you. Remember these 10 words that start with the P and apply them consistently throughout your life. Ready? Passion, patience, persistence, positivity, potential, priority, perfection, perseverance, power, purpose. These 10 words represent the necessary ingredients, all working together to turn your passion into success. These 10 words will motivate you, inspire you, and ultimately won't let you fail. And to continue with the letter P theme, I want you to do me a favor, and one more time, please turn around and wave to the biggest fans you'll ever have in your life, your parents. Say thank you. Show them the respect and gratitude they deserve for trying to mold you into the best human beings you could be. From your first steps to your 18th birthday, they were there for you. They were up at night when you were sick. They clapped and cheered the loudest at your school concerts and games. They cried with you when you were upset and celebrated with you when you were happy. So as you celebrate your long-awaited emancipation, remember to pick up the phone and call your parents. No, texting doesn't count. Parents, you have completed your duty, and now your babies need to fly on their own. Have faith in them. And to my fellow empty nesters out there, your homes will be emptier, but look on the bright side, your vacation planning just got easier. Graduates, your yearbook is titled A Story to be Told, so go write that story. Be passionate, be patient, and you will persevere. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Levitan. And for the presentation of the class gift, please help me welcome Brandon Mun and Zaran Muqtadir.
Hello, class of 2024, family, friends, and faculty. My name is Brandon Mun, and it has been my honor to serve as your Senate President this year. I just want to start off by saying congratulations to all the students here today. Your hard work and determination over these past 4 years have finally paid off. I want to thank all the faculty for making Syosset High School so welcoming and memorable. Without our amazing teachers, administrators, custodial staff, and more, this all wouldn't be possible. I would also like to thank my sister, Grace, my mother, father, and grandparents for all of their support, as I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. So. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, I wish you all the best. I will never forget the friendships and connections I've made and how special this experience has been. Thank you for all of the memories and allowing me to serve as your Senate President. I will now pass the floor to my friend and senior class president, Zara Muqtadir. Thank you.
Good evening. As this is my final address to the class of 2024, I would like to mark this occasion by talking about the good that can come from hope. As we enter adulthood, I recognize we have grown as interconnected people on this earth. We are ready to face greater challenges than what are asked of us. From the fights in the group chat and having to temporarily remove a few of you, to the talks with Mr. Fisher about all the in-school and out-of-school shenanigans I've had the pleasure of organizing, I'm happy I've been able to serve all of you. Know that while pain and strife rage on in this world, we are stronger, kinder, and more peaceful together. I recognize that without all the immense privileges we have here, we would not be the people we are today, the people we will be tomorrow. Through my time at Syosset, I've broadened my own horizon, and through my relationships with all of you, teachers, faculty, administrators, parents, and I'm happy to say, graduates, you have all made me better, as you have made our community better. Stole that last line from Obama. While we may not be together again after today, I am happy to share that our lasting impact on our wonderful school will be our class gift, a new electronic sign that will be on display at the front of Syosset High School. We are pioneers, peace bringers, world changers. I'm happy to call each and every one of you my classmates, and I hope you can say the same. I am proud of the positive influence I've been able to create within our community, and I'm determined to extend this impact throughout my life. I hope you are as well. I will leave you with this. Our district's Assistant Superintendent for HR, Mr. Adam Kuranishi, once said, "Speak with the hope of being heard. Listen with the possibility of being changed." Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon and Zaran. And for the speaker of the class of 2024, please help me welcome Sally Jameson.
Hey, class of 2024. It's pretty hard to believe that we're finally graduating. We began high school behind computer screens after having a pretty sad drive-by middle school graduation. Now we're all sitting in rows at Hofstra, unmasked, and ready to have our first real graduation. We were able to make it through the seemingly endless piles of homework and long days of school commitments, and now get to enjoy this momentous occasion. This moment is the pinnacle of a whole year of being on top of the school and receiving praise for our 12 years of perseverance. You all probably feel pretty proud of yourselves right now, and you should feel that way. I hate to break it to everyone, but that feeling will soon dissipate. As we enter into the next phase of our lives, many of us will step onto college campuses. A natural part of being new somewhere, we will instantly shoot right down to the bottom of the social ladder. We'll be on the second tier, the lowest of the low, freshmen. Some of us will be working, serving our country, or embarking on unique endeavors apart from more years of schooling. However, this bottom social tier persists through each of these journeys. I couldn't help but think of this over the past few months, but it let me reflect on the lessons I've learned growing up in Syosset. As a kid, my dad always used to say to me that everything comes in waves. Whether I was crying after falling off my bike or being named star student of my elementary school class, I heard the same words: just let the wave wash over you, Sal. Although a slightly annoying thing to hear when I'm super happy about something, the sentiment remains true. As I'm sure we've all experienced in high school, life is full of highs and lows. We've won football tournaments and kickline competitions, been named best delegate at Model UN, or won speech and debate tournaments. But we've also been slower than normal at swim or track meets, failed tests, got rejected from colleges, and even lost school elections. I myself lost 2 in a row. However good or bad these experiences were, they were all simply moments of our 4 years in high school. And no matter the feelings associated with them, they didn't last too long. Rather, these experiences helped shape our adolescent years and find what's next for us in the waves. Through the good and the bad, we all still made it here today to receive our diplomas. Next year, we'll make lifelong friends, experience the joys of not having our parents nag us to wash the dishes, and get real choice in the next steps of our lives. But we may also sleep through a class or 2, get homesick, and put too much Tide in the washing machine when doing our own laundry. Each event simply a wave in the bigger ocean that is young adulthood. The waves keep on rolling. I was reading a New York Times article recently titled "A Promise to Grads Who Show No Promise," and quickly realized how related the ideas in the article were to this phase in our lives. The author, Megan K. Stack, discusses the tendency of emotional teenagers to internalize every little idea put into our brains, whether it be that our worth is dependent on test scores and medals at graduation, or that the person we are today is the person we will be for the rest of our lives. That could not be further from the truth. Despite some adults claiming high school was the best 4 years of their lives, if high school wasn't quite our time, everything can still be okay. While we all like to think we're pretty grown up and ready to take on any ocean, this is just the beginning of our swim. No matter what the future has in store for us, and it's okay to not know what that is, Stack reminds us that not everyone gets a college degree, but most every individual lands on their feet. Everyone's path is winded and individual. So just know that as fast as the wave crashes on the shore is as fast as the tide will take it away. So appreciate the crests and don't spend too much time sulking in the troughs. Just keep swimming. I'd like to conclude by thanking all of you for helping me get through the rough sea that is Syosset High School, while also having fun with me in the shallow waters. I speak for the whole class of 2024 when I say we could not have made it without our administrators, teachers, friends, siblings, and especially our parents. Thanks for the wave metaphor, Dad. Now, this is one of the happy moments, so let's enjoy it while it lasts. Congratulations, class of 2024.
We will now have the presentation of the awards. The first will be the Elizabeth T. Babcock Award. Elizabeth Babcock was a Board of Education member for over 25 years. This award, established by the Board of Education, is presented to a senior who personifies the qualities she possessed: generosity, caring, dedication, and giving of oneself for others. This year's recipient is Zaran Muqtadir. The National Merit Finalist Program. Many of our students have been chosen to be recognized for their academic achievement through the National Merit Selection. These students have demonstrated a willingness to pursue academic excellence at every level of their education. They are again finalists in the National Merit Search. They are Jessica Albrecht, Alex Chen, Andy Chen, Scout Chen, Ria Dulia, Darius Fan. Matthew Finkel. Anushka George. Jamie Guo. Sean Guo. Natalia Guzman. Benjamin Hasselbring. Griffin Hahn. Ashley Wang. Vincent Wang. Simeon Herr. Sabina Kim. Jesse LeBeau. Brenton Lee. Caitlin Lee. Maxwell Lee. Samuel Yi Jun Liu. Hagen Liu. James Masson. Blessing Mu Ren. Ariane Shah. Abraham Zwiganesh. Emily Sue. Benjamin Vitale. Ryan Way. Wendy Yin. Nicholas Yang. Ann Zhang. Regeneron Science Talent Search, Scholars. 4 of our students reached semifinalist status in the Regeneron Science Talent Search for their outstanding work in research. Those students are Alex Chen, Griffin Han, Ariane Shah, one of our students reached the finalist status in the Regeneron Science Talent Search for his outstanding work in research. Just to put it into perspective, that's only 40 students in the entire science research competition in the entire country. So let's give a round of applause to Vincent Wang. And at this time, please help me welcome the class of 2024 Salutatorian, Scout Chen.
Just a warning, my head cap might fall off at any time. I suppose I should start with the formalities, so I'd like to thank everyone. But most importantly, we're here tonight to celebrate our seniors. We've finally come to the end of our 4-year-long trek through high school. So I'd just like everybody to give a hand to the Syosset High School class of 2024. You know, when I was originally called down to the main office to be informed that I've been selected as the Salutatorian, I at first thought that the administration had finally found out about all the gym classes I'd skipped. I'm only kidding, of course. Strohmeyer doesn't check attendance anyway. I also didn't know he was going to be sitting right here front and center, so I'm sorry. But it wasn't a surprise when I learned that I was in fact not getting reprimanded for my truancy, but rather being given the honor and the privilege of having to deliver this graduation speech, taking up yet another 4 minutes of your precious evening. You know, because apparently the big reward you get for working hard throughout all 4 years of high school is being handed another essay to write. I know, crazy, right? They trust me with a microphone up here. And, of course, having been given this opportunity and being the diligent Syosset student I am, I immediately began writing this speech the night before it was due, you know, after a gentle reminder of being called down to the main office once again to inquire about its status. I'm sorry. I lied when I said that I was just finishing it up. But I guess some inspiration finally struck me, you know, after my 4th consecutive hour-long Instagram Reels break between every 5 minutes of writing. And what better irony than to use that transition to talk about a cool saying I learned a few weeks ago, Tempus Fugit, which, besides being a really good song by the prog rock band Yes, is a Latin phrase that, when roughly translated, means time flies. And oh boy, does time fly. I'm not going to bring up anything pandemic-related because I, too, would rather be force-fed the weird, lukewarm, strangely artificial, and at the same time they say it's homemade cafeteria mac and cheese, you know, than hear another mention of how we overcame hybrid learning. Instead, I just like to take a moment to reflect. How many of you remember feeling the inevitable disappointment when one of your friends wasn't put in one of your classes freshman year? Or the dread when you found that you were going to have that teacher? How many of you remember the crushing feeling of failing your first test or pulling your first all-nighter? And now, looking back, would you say that any of these moments have defined your high school experience? I hope your answer is no. It's easy to get caught up in the setbacks, the small slivers, if you will. I know a select few of you have gotten that, like a bad test grade or losing a game. But ultimately, when we think back to high school, we're really only going to remember the good moments, the highlights. As Sally very kindly said, it's a common saying that high school is the best 4 years of your life. And to that, I say, dear God, I sure hope not. And that's not to say I haven't enjoyed these past few years at Syosset, because I have. I appreciate the administration for keeping everything running, my teachers for putting up with my relentless questions and opinions, my family, wherever they are, hello, for supporting me along every step of the way, and my friends for still not shoving me in a locker. But to say that this is the best that it's ever going to get, no, that can't be right. I'm sure a common sentiment that will continue to haunt us for the rest of our lives is the realization that we all had on the last day of school, and that is that our biggest enemy is time. We'll meet new friends, professors, coworkers, neighbors, all for the first time. And with these new experiences, we have new opportunities. While it may be sad for some of you to leave the strict 9 period 7:39 a.m. to 2:21 p.m. bell schedule that you've internalized for these past 4 years, this new chapter, and I'm so sorry for using that word chapter, also spells out for the first time that you'll be able to truly design what your life will be. If you could all just do me a favor, please take advantage of that. As graduating seniors, we have the right, or rather the obligation, to make our lives what we want them to be. Don't be passive in shaping your future. You have just one opportunity, and please use it. Time may fly by, but you must always fly higher. Thank you. In the 15 seconds I have left before they drag me off stage, I'd just like to pass on a congratulatory message to the next speaker, my dear friend, Griffin Hahn, the Valedictorian. I just want to read you a quote. I believe it was the late John F. Kennedy who said, "First is the worst, second is the best, third is the one that doesn't get a class title." This is your number 2 going to Brown. Thank you.
Thank you, Scout. And at this time, please help me welcome the class of 2024 Valedictorian, Griffin Hahn.
All right, before I begin, to that Scout, I say touche. So good evening, esteemed district officials, dedicated parents, faculty members, and of course, my fellow graduates of the Syosset High School class of 2024. First and foremost, on behalf of the entire graduating class, I want to extend our deepest gratitude to our teachers and administrators for their unwavering support and dedication. To our parents and families, thank you for your love, encouragement, and sacrifices. You are strong when we couldn't be, had hope for us when we were hopeless. You are the wind beneath our wings, now and forever. Now that these heartfelt sentiments are done with, I want to talk a bit about how finally, after 13 long years, it's over for all of us graduating today. But not in that way. What I'm saying is, it's over for us. Commencement speeches are typically these generically optimistic deliverances filled with hopes and dreams of the future, and that once this speech is over, we should spread our wings and fly off into whatever metaphor it is this time. But today, I refuse to stand here and lie to all 554 of you when we know that our wings are utterly clipped by our attention spans, which have diminished to a whopping 8 seconds, and caffeine dependencies that we developed at the tender age of 14, and climate change, and AI, and microplastics, and Neuralink. And in other words, the thing that I want to talk to you about today is how indescribably cooked we are. For the rest of you in the audience, it means we're done for. Because according to the Wall Street Journal, we are the most characteristically pessimistic, most disillusioned, most defeatist generation since the World Wars. And when the present feels unstable and the future appears uncertain, our instinctive tendency has been to retreat from reality. We seek solace either in idealized imaginations of what might lie ahead or nostalgic distortions of years gone by. And all things considered, it makes sense to. This is a world where our greatest minds are bedrotting, brain rotting, and doom scrolling, where our nation's future president is probably watching Cocomelon somewhere, where flowers are blooming in Antarctica, and where AI is anticipated to replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs within the next century. That is 90% of the US population. And it's one where I can stop writing the script for this speech right this second and hand over the job to ChatGPT, and not a soul in this audience would notice. We've become defined by our immediate and complete acceptance of defeat, and it shows up in these very phrases of our everyday language. From suddenly remembering that you have a calc test in 2 periods, to having to park at Stillwell, to Senior Assassin getting canceled because of something about iced coffee, this spontaneous reaction to these situations, to life itself, is that it's so over. And perhaps you tell yourself that this is just a fleeting feeling, that it's because I'm just a teenager, but deep down inside you know somehow that this feeling of hopelessness is here to stay. And frankly, what's the point of hope when indeed, tempus fugit, time is fleeting?
Well, we begin looking for shortcuts for success and happiness and fulfillment. We look for ways to cut corners. We look for the easy way out in everything we do, starting with happiness. We look relentlessly for some bit of entertainment or joy in watching hundreds, if not thousands, of 10 to 15-second videos every day. We look for AI websites to do our assignments for us. We look for pre-made Canva templates to make all of our slideshow presentations for us in class. We look for fad diets and shredded abs in 1-hour workout tutorials. But the fact is, there is no shredded abs in 1 hour. And I'm sorry, fans of Chloe Ting, but there is no shredded abs in 2 weeks. There isn't even shredded abs in 6 months. And the kicker, according to the Fitness Institute of America, for 92% of Americans, there is no shredded abs ever. But wait, there's more. According to the US Census Bureau, 80% of Americans will never hit a 6-figure salary. And according to Forbes, 90% of startups will fail. And according to a recent study by Dutch scientists, 77% of the human population already has microplastics in their bloodstream. And finally, since the biggest commencement speech cliche of all time is follow your dreams, I did a little research and I found that, and this is the most important thing that all of us seniors on this day of hope and the future will hear today, is that the scientific consensus from decades of studies is that 97% of people never achieve their dreams over their lifetime. 97% of people never write that book, never achieve social mobility, never buy that car for their dad. And it seems like from the moment we gain consciousness, we've been relentlessly exposed to these statistics, these soul-crushing numbers. You've probably been told that 93% of students are rejected from this school, from that program, from your dream school. And also told that 96% of high school players don't get recruited. And then that 99% of college players are never drafted professionally. And so we are crammed into these boxes, these thin definitions of success and failure. The fatalism of these statistics makes us feel that we have little agency over what happens. We lose faith in our ability to beat the odds because the world has created these odds for us to beat in the first place. And perhaps we say things like, I'm cooked, or it's so over for me, dozens of times a day, not because we have truly accepted failure for ourselves, but to mask that deep down inside, we all still wish desperately to be exceptional, to be the lucky 1%. Because just as much as it's human nature to understand that the vast majority of us are bound to be ordinary, it is also human nature to believe that somehow we can beat the odds. And I'm not just saying this, just look at the facts. Americans alone lost a record $119 billion on gambling last year. $34.2 billion on slot machines alone. Now, that's dedication, but that's also $119 billion wasted by people thinking foolishly that they could beat the odds. And for the rest of us, instead of walking up to the roulette wheel and putting it all on red, we instead hope quietly that we can somehow become the next Bill Gates, or work at McKinsey, or even just make 6 figures. But with the chances so slim, isn't that gambling too? We want to be that 6%, that 3%, that 1% so badly that we often willfully ignore that the reality is that being ordinary is the norm, no matter how much that might hurt. We begin to fear luck as much as we worship it because we start to lose sight of who or what, if anything, is really in control of our lives. And we all get imposter syndrome in one way or another because we attribute our failures to our greatest weaknesses and our successes to sheer luck. And as this speech has progressed, you might have already come to a daunting conclusion. Is there even a difference between life and gambling? And yet the answer that I have to offer you is simple. Yes, the difference between life and gambling is that in life, we can change the odds. We can alter, shape, bend those numbers, those percents to our will. And by we, I mean we specifically. And yes, this is the part where I glaze our graduating class a little. To begin with, our Science Olympiads team broke the all-time state record, placed 6th in the country. Forensics, our speech and debate team, our state champions 6 years running, this year one of the top 5 teams in the USA. Our DECA students, well, they win a lot, enough said. Our winter girls track team are the county champions. Our boys tennis team are the state champions. Our Friday morning announcements videos look better than CNN and Fox combined. I don't know how you do it, but we applaud you. Our adolescents were the Barbershop Harmony Society Midwinter Festival Junior AA champions. Our wind ensemble and chamber orchestra both won spots to play at Allstate this year, the 2nd time in school history. Our students are part of service organizations, from Peers Reaching Out to Serendipity to the Dog Rescue Group. Our AP Chemistry students managed not to set off the fire alarm this year. Long story short, among this graduating class are the future's most promising singers, athletes, researchers, health professionals, public speakers, politicians, poets, and everything in between. Our education at Syosset has prepared us to write that song, to create that startup. But more importantly, it's prepared us not to beat the odds, but define the odds for ourselves. Those numbers, those impossible percentages are ours to decide. They are ours to make possible, but not with an 8-second attention span. Not if we keep looking for shortcuts, and definitely not if we keep repeating that I'm cooked or it's so over all day long. The moment we correct our mindset, our approach, every single issue that I've mentioned is ours for the solving. For the flowers blooming in Antarctica, we will no longer merely witness the effects of climate change, but pioneer the future solutions. Our generation is equipped with the knowledge and global connectivity to drive genuine environmental change. For the mental health crisis, we are the generation to finally eliminate the stigma of decades past and finally tackle it head-on with transparency and compassion. For AI, we are not old enough to be replaced by it, nor young enough to be victims of it. Instead, we alone are uniquely positioned to understand it and harness its power to our advantage. For microplastics, I actually don't know about this one. We might actually be done for. But seriously, earlier I said that we are crammed into thin definitions of success and failure. Yet, we are also looking at a future that looks nothing like our world right now, with 85% of the jobs existing in 2030 not existing today. It's in this moment of great turbulence that we must take it upon ourselves to create new definitions of success so that 3% of people achieving their dreams might become 20%, might become 100%. And as we craft these new standards, we must remember that success is not making however many figures at working at whichever prestigious consulting firm. It's being brave, being honest, being faithful, and creating a life, creating a story out of that. So when I finally stop yapping up here and you walk out of these doors, I urge you, do not spread your wings and fly off into whatever metaphor, because that's the old way, because 97% of people never reach the stars that way. Instead, it is our job to define flight for ourselves, to build the plane, the rocket ship that will go 100 times faster than wings could ever possibly fly. Congratulations, class of 2024. Finally, it's over for us. It's over for us, but not that way this time. The way I see it, it's only just begun. Thank you, everyone. Stay freaky, Syosset, and I wish you way more than luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Griffin. And we will now have the distribution of the diplomas.
Griffin Hahn. Alex Chen. Scout Chen. Andy Chen. Brandon Munn. Darius Fan. Zaran Muqtadir. Matthew Finkel. Sally Jameson. Sean Guo. Jessica Albrecht. Benjamin Hasselbring. Ria Dulia. Vincent Huang. Anushka George. Simeon Herr. Jamie Guo. Jesse Liebold. Natalia Guzman. Brenton Lee. Ashley Huang. Maxwell Lee. Sabina Kim. Samuel Liu. Caitlin Madison Lee. Hagen Liu. Emily Sue. James Masson. Wendy Yin. Blezin Ren. Samyuktha Arun Kumar. Aryan Shah. Samantha Koshia. Abram Shriganesh. Maria DeBello. Benjamin Vitale. Grace Dugid. Ryan Way. Nika Ogley. Nicholas Yang. Ruby Goldberg. Jonathan Key. Rhea Honig. Chase Aronson. Bailey Rowe. AJ Abusab. Ann Zhang. Man Abusab. Avery Aronson. Jason An. Anastasia Aboshaira. Sebastian Alamia.
Zoe Abraham.
Gregory Ancona. Rachel Abramowitz. Franco Antonacci. Hannah Adler. Ryan Enzalone. Abigail Ahn. Eric Aurora. Isa Aladdin. Roman Arroyo. Alina Aladdin. Owen Azevedo. Marley Alterac. Jacob Bake. Kyle Appleblack. Jack Barenberg. Julia Archer. Andrew Barayev. Yasmin Basser. Jacob Beekman. Rania Babu. Dylan Benedictus. Brooke Barry. Alexander Benson. Anya Betty. Siddharth Bhatia. Lauren Belkin. Devin Brandt. Aaliyah Berkowitz. Andrew Brockman. Savera Bhatia. Aiden Bolero. Ria Bijlani. Michael Campanelli. Julia Blau. Jack Caridi. Jessica Bond. Juan Cascone. Antoinette Botto. Eric Chamick. Sophie Bravo. Ethan Chan. Carly Brookstone. Neil Chawla. Brianna Bruckner. Daniel Chen. Michaela Camp. Joshua Chen. Samantha Carbone. Kevin Chen. Regina Carasone. Kyle Chen. Ava Seglia. Thomas Chen. Elena Chan. Cody Chi. Caitlin Chan. Chris Cho. Amy Chen. Jacob Cho. Selena Chen. Alan Chu. Elaine Chen. Jackson Sarami. Lindsay Chen. Jared Cofield. Vivian Chen. Jake Cohen. Shiyan Chen. Lucas Cohen. Yanfei Chen. William Cohen. Nicole Christie. Rosario Cracciolo. Molly Cohen. Young Kui. Rose Cohen. Anthony Dado. Sophia Kumo. Rocco Davis. Gabriella Curto. Nicholas DeBacco. Talia Cotolo. Sean Dillon. Jessica Davelman. David Disqui. Sophia Delinjanitis. Lucas Druck. Mia Dimitriou. Ryan Doimovich. Eileen Dang. David DuPont. Jenny Dominguez Romero. Lisul El Vidigola. Brooke Dreyfus. Matthew Iser. Beth Dew. Matteo Ficini. Samantha Elix. Gianni Fasano. Sanuki Elvitagala. Joseph Fasano. Amelie Ng. Vincent Favada. Giovanna Ercolino. Oliver Feeney. Elena Eskin. Jared Fearman. Samantha Fagan. Samuel Fink. Molly Falkove. Benjamin Floman. Manur Farouk. John Foodie. Victoria Fazalari. Joseph Fox. Krista Ferraro. Yamato Furukawa. Reese Fink. Michael Gaeta. Callie Forrest. Theodore Gaeta. Gianna Marie Forte. Spencer Galfunt. Ella Fragoso. William Gao. Tracy Freeman. Sage Gershon. Olivia Fusil. David Gerson. Gina Gallardo. Boaz Gluck. Sydney Geller. Gavin Goldberg. Brooke Glazer. Chase Gudelman. Elizabeth Gold. Arad Goswami. Emma Goldberg. Nadav Greenberg. Samantha Goldberg. Nathan Greenberg. Taylor Goodman. Constantine Grigoris. Brianna Gordon. Henry Guan. Ava Graff. Brian Guo. Carly Greenbaum. Veer Gupta. Jasmine Guan. John Ha. Aliyah Hamid. Brett Hafkin. Lucy Harris. Benjamin Handel. Julia Helfert. Benjamin Harris. Caitlin Himmelstein. Malvin He. Emma Hong. Aaron Himmelstein. Nana Hora. Tyler Himmelstein. Megan Hu. Siyu Hong. Isabel Huang. Logan Horowitz. Melissa Huang. Kyle Tsay. Kay Ip. Senhan Hu. Soraya Jabir. Stanley Huang. Jessica Jaffe. David Ibrahim. Riddy Jane. Krish Jaswal. Mitra Javanberg. Daniel G. Haley G. Ryan Zhang. Melody Jin. Jeffrey Jimenez. Myrna John. Kyle Joe. Esther Jung. Aaron Johnson. Kelsey Jung. Ansh Jolly. Gabrielle Kaplan. Ethan Kaplan. Alina Karayanis. Anaf Karim. Leah Kaufer. David Katz. Marissa Kungumpalil. Joshua Katz. Loveleen Cower. Spencer Keschner. Mia Kai. Daniel Kesselman. Sarah Cosme. Max Kessler. Arietta Kafalis. Eric Kim. Julia Kessman. Jaden Kim. Kayla Kim. Matthew Kim. Ashley Coe. Noah Kim. Carolyn Coe. Stephen Klein. Kayla Cozy. William Kleinberg. Kira Cozy. Blezin Kyriakos. Alexa Lagnato. Zachary Labib. Talia Landau. Nathan Lamb. Riley Levitt. Cameron Lamantia. Molly LeBolt. Luke Lawler. Caitlin Lee. Jason Lee. Sabrina Levitan. Joseph Lee. Rhiannon Lee. Juyoung Lee. Tiffany Lee. Ben Lefkowitz. Esther Lim. Brian Leon. Gabriel Leone. Shiyi Lin. Ryan Levine. Victoria Lin. Samuel Levine. Rachel Ling. Evan Liang. Bianca Louie.
Braden Lichtenstein.
Jessica Lubell.
Alan Lynn.
Ava Lubman.
Chenzi Lin.
Katrina Ludwikowski.
Jack Lynn.
Victoria Ludwikowski.
Jason Lin.
Gia Lungani.
Jeffrey Lin.
Shiraz Lupo.
Ian Louie.
Chloe Ma.
Guanlin Liu.
Haley Mayer.
Kevin Luke.
Genesis Mahano.
Emmanuel Ma.
Olivia Mahler.
Jesse Mayer.
Natalie Mazer.
Dakshdeep Malhotra.
Ria Mehta.
Cooper Maller.
Rylan Metzinger.
Logan Mangal.
Ava Mezhibovsky.
Matthew Mangano.
Natalie Milana.
Preston Mark.
Alina Mitrotasios.
Brandon Marks.
Alina Mosin.
Scott Marmer.
Abigail Monroe.
Harrison Martin.
Anika Nayak.
Dylan McBroom.
Janice Nee.
Aiden McCarthy.
Kira O'Connor.
Ryan Mehta.
Hannah O.
Derek May.
Laura O.
Michael Malillo.
Layla Olivo.
Jordan Mankus.
Elizabeth Riang.
Angelo Messina.
Ava Pasica.
Patrick Mianulli.
Priscilla Pan.
Anish Mittal.
Lauren Pang.
Anush Motwami.
Naya Panjvani.
Mustafa Mazawala.
Gabriela Pereira.
Rehan Ali Mohammed.
Cameron Platt.
Dylan Mullen.
Alexa Plevridis.
Ethan Nash.
Victoria Prashad.
Nishant Naveen.
Samantha Paleo.
Brandon Newman.
Alexandra Purcell.
Zachary Knoll.
Nandini Ramakrishnan.
Kieran O'Donnell.
Gabriela Ramirez.
Jason Outstature.
Kendall Ramirez.
Arjun Parashar.
Emily Reich.
Eric Hyunmin Park.
Ava Rehani.
Arya Patel.
Amy Ree.
Jaden Paul.
Angelina Rico.
Justin Pellegrini.
Olivia Rollo.
Vincent Peranuzzi.
Amanda Rosenberg.
William Pentinato.
Shayna Sakai.
Santiago Plaza Sandoval.
Kimberly Salzberg.
Jared Present.
Lizette Sandless.
Andrew Preskurniak.
Charlotte Santarpia.
Ivan Q.
Stella Saritas.
Michael Raminford.
Samantha Schoenfeld.
Dylan Rauch.
Amanda Schwartz.
Max Rauch.
Pragya Shankar.
Hussein Raza.
Mariam Sheikh.
Mohammed Rehan.
Lindsay Shen.
Isaiah Ramdas.
Sophie Sherman.
Jason Ricciardi.
Dia Chef.
Tristan Rowe.
Elizabeth Shire.
Siddharth Rojinadar.
Ava Silver.
Matthew Roquito.
Skylar Silverman.
Brody Rosenblatt.
Jordan Smith.
Matthew Roth.
Charlie Smuha.
Carrie Rother.
Haley Son.
Husanali Sechu.
Dahlia Solomon.
Ride Sanakal.
Angela Song.
Edward Sarkisian.
Peiyao Song.
Jason Schiller.
Samantha Sontag.
Jesse Schloss.
Madeline Spatafor.
Reese Schwabish.
Ashley Spiller.
David Schwartzman.
Taylor Steinberg.
Brandon Scott.
Sophie Stelmuck.
Hirsch Shah.
Sarah Tobacman.
Ruan Shah.
Kailing Tan.
Yassine Shaker. Adam Shahidi.
Gianna. Taylor Tsadilis.
Hunter Siegel.
Amanda Unger.
Peyton Sinori.
Shreya Vasudevan.
Nicholas Salippo.
Francesca Vetrano.
Casey Simon.
Gabrielle Vetrano.
Manik Singh.
Zoe Vogel.
Christopher Sinigaglia.
Manami Wakazono.
Ryan Smiler.
Gia Walia.
Cooper Smith.
Amanda Wang.
Ethan So.
Ivy Wang.
Langyu Song.
Nicole Wang.
Samuel Song.
Catherine Way.
Jonathan Sorrentino.
Samantha Weingarten.
Jonathan Steiner.
Ava Weinstock.
Zachary Strominger.
Taylor Weinstock.
Hao Tien Tong.
Sophie Weiskopf.
Yeshua Tong.
Samantha Winnick.
Ryan Tao.
Hannah Wolfson.
Drew Tendler.
Ryan Wolk.
Jake Theobald.
Sophia Wu.
Jack Toms.
Jessica Yao.
Adam Tian.
Joey Yee.
Aria Tooley.
Emily Young.
Jean-Paul Trapeo.
Audrey Yu.
Aiden Tsay.
Raina Yu.
Ethan Tsay.
Sana Zakari.
Daylin Ung.
Alice Zhang.
John Vallejos.
Sophie Zapantis.
Nicholas Vecchio.
Mackenzie Zelenitz.
Salvatore Vecchio.
Summer Zhang.
Bisman Vora.
Katerina Zorillo.
Chase Waldhauser.
Ruby Zhang.
Barry Wang.
Wenji Zhang.
Jiro Wang.
Xinyi Zhang.
Junhao Wang.
Jocelyn Zhao.
Max Wang.
Valerie Zhu.
Sawyer Wayne.
Jessica Zhao.
Holden Weinberg. Darren Weinstein. Dylan Weiss. Jordan Weiss. Jonathan Wen. Eric Wang. Anthony Wong. Andrew Warren. Zhenghao Wu. Samuel Zhao. Chase Yaris. Michael Yu. Michael Yu. Kaichun Zhang. Warren Zhao. And Stanley Zhang.
How about one more round of applause for the class of 2024, ladies and gentlemen. As we conclude the ceremony, I would like to remind everyone that we will have a formal recessional
please remain in your seats until all of the graduates have exited the arena. Parents and all other guests, after the recessional, please exit the arena through the same location where you entered it. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. To the class of 2024, now that you have walked across this stage and received your diplomas, it is with great pleasure that I declare you graduates of Syosset High School. Congratulations to the class of 2024!